We are going to, the video stopped, so we're going to pick up where we left off. We were looking at the small intestine, and here we are. Small intestine just prior to going into the large intestine, the ascending colon. You can see how much smaller it is in diameter between my fingers. This between my fingers would be the ileum. This is the last section of the small intestine. Then it's going to pass into the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon. This first section that's actually forming this little outpocketing, this is actually called the cecum. So here would be my cecum between my fingers. I made an incision so you can see inside the cecum. And you can see this small little circular area right here. That is where you have another valve similar to like the pyloric sphincter. This is the ileocecal valve, right where my finger's pointing. This is allowing for foodstuff to go from the small intestine to the cecum, or the large intestine. And if it closes off that foodstuff so it's no longer passing into the large intestine, or the cecum. And then the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, rectum, anus. The rectum is really down here. That is between the pelvic girdle, just prior to the anus. And that really does it for everything that we wanted to talk about. So on an exam, I might show you this structure here. And you can clearly see that this would be the ileum. And I might ask you, through which specific structure did foodstuff pass prior to entering into this portion of the small intestines? And that would then be the jejunum, because you know this is the ileum. And likewise, I could do it the other way. I could show you the stomach and say, what section of the small intestine is this? And which specific section would foodstuff then pass into after leaving this section? Well, if this is the duodenum, then the next section would be the jejunum. I can't just like tag a piece of the small intestine and say, what is this? Because you really have no idea where we're at. All right? So that should cover everything. Feel free to go back through this slowly and draw everything out, the pathway of things as they go through. All right? We had the liver, we had the gallbladder, we had the hepatic ducts emptying into the common bile duct, same with the cystic duct coming from the gallbladder, entering into the duodenum via the pancreatic or the hepatopancreatic ampullae. You have the pancreas in the back here. That's also releasing digestive enzymes via the hepatopancreatic ampullae. You have the spleen in the back here. All right. You have the stomach, the esophagus coming out of the esophageal hiatus, the esophagus rising up, dorsal to the trachea and into the oral cavity. And that should do it.